On the banks of the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the fog will... The Bearcats will get us started with the opening kickoff. Bringing it back. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So LSU's return team will have that offense backed up. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And that's the first sack of the day, but I'll tell you what, this team's been doing it so far throughout the season. They're in the top 10 in sacks for a reason. They pin their ears back, and they get after quarterbacks.
Hoping to find one that works this time on second down from the 7. He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. So the Sam Houston Bearcats offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And this figures to be just a tremendous matchup of big play receivers, Jesse.
And because of their skills, Reese, you're going to see all types of ways in how they use them, right? They're going to throw it to them, they'll throw screens, they'll get jet sweeps. Get these guys as many touches as you can.
Well, and the good thing is, if you're a defense, you're used to it. You see this guy in practice every day. Now you're seeing another guy that's elite. Which defense can rise to the challenge and get a few stops and maybe nullify the playmaker?
Quick release on the RPO. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it. Open.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Got his man downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Bearcats will hustle to the line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to...
Can anyone catch him? This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't...
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And you use usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover, and defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
The Bearcats will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry. They all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field. That's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. The incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Moon. They get him down after he makes the catch. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops the throw. And they got him for the sack.
And this guy just stays on a roll. He's been getting to quarterbacks and making life really, really hard. He had 3 sacks a week ago, 1 already in this ball game. You better know where he is at on every single snap.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Off the play fake on first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
It's such a nice play getting that sack. And I'll tell you, what makes it worse is the fact that he has this crowd noise behind him. Death Valley is so loud, arguably the loudest stadium in the entire country, and I know that having played here before. You do not want to get behind the chains as an opposing quarterback with this crowd noise. It makes it so hard for your offensive line to hear the cadence, to know when the snap is coming out, and you know it's helping this D-line get upfield. I think you saw an example of that on that last play.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Got him downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Bearcats in the hurry-up.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time, and obviously executed.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's Emmanuel. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Mancuso.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete. 3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
That makes the score LSU 7, Sam Houston 3.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback on the keeper. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line.
7, Houston, 3.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. On the ground, it's Moon. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Wisely avoids the tackle with the slide. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Feeling some heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Bearcats will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quickly complete. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got out of trouble and throws. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He'll pull it down. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair Fair catch, called for and made. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On second down, just keeps firing. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's got him in the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up. He'll just keep slinging it. He looks that one in nicely. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll throw it on first down. Getting some heat. On the move and looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Trying to get to him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And that is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
That keeps the score. LSU 7, Sam Houston 3.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Looking to throw, it's Emmanuel. Fires to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
First down here for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The offense will quickly use a timeout. LSU lining up first and goal. He's looking to pass. Got it! And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now it's second and goal. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown LSU! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Fresno State is getting whooped today, and at some point, this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 28 to San Jose State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the big fella.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not, and if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Dropping back, it's Emmanuel. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On second down, wants to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Death Valley than you? A captivating game so far. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Bearcats will punt it away on fourth down. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Makes the grab over the middle. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. LSU right back to the line. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
Back to the line after the incompletion. Second and 10 from the 37. Power football with the run. Pick up a 5. It'll be third down and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. It's a draw. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Might as well give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. The back goes in motion. The give to the tailback. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Got it in the middle, it's Mancuso. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. To the air on 1st down. Throwing right. A strike downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Wide out in motion. Back to throw, it's Emmanuel. Dumps it to the back. He makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Running behind that left side. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield. It's Emmanuel. He's got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And the Bearcats have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And the Bearcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Mancuso. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Now on 2nd down. They go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. This feels like 4-down territory. 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun. Wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to really pull that schooner ahead offensively. They're up by 4 over Arkansas.
Going up top on first down.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on 2nd down from the 5. He's looking to throw. He's got it down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes a move. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the fourth quarter. Off play action on first down. They're working that left side. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Sam Houston! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're lining up to boot it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Comes out throwing on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
But I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. They want that clock to run. Twist his way through. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Quarterback checking off. Give to the running back. Bulls his way forward. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Looking downfield, it's Emmanuel. Working the middle, it's complete. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones We were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of the season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year.